Hello, it is day 2 of Vlogmas. It's I'm sorry about the angle that the camera's at, but we've got a very bright light up here and I don't want to dazzle you with it. It's about 9:15, Friday the 2nd of December. I'm in the taxi once again. Here's my steering wheel. Do you like my steering wheel? And quickly tell you what's going on. Sorry about the beeps, that's work. That's out there. Yeah, what can I tell you? I can confirm that Codeine Phosphate, which is a painkiller, knocks me out in about 20 minutes. I slept like a baby, but unfortunately I hadn't made it to bed. I was on the settee. I think I started watching Westworld when I came in, and I remember waking up a couple of hours later like this on the settee. It was horrible. Yeah, Codeine Phosphate, bros. I did sleep well today. It was good. It was good. No couriers ringing up to deliver and stuff. And what did I do? I tried to do a let's play on Elite Dangerous for you, but I had a few network problems. I need to sort this out, because whenever I'm playing Elite Dangerous, I keep getting kicked out, saying matchmaking error, which is something to do with the network. So I'm trying unplugging the network cable from the back of my Xbox and trying to see if Wi-Fi is any better. And I don't know if the mains electricity in my flat is unstable and it's, you know, killing my network. So I'm not sure. It's really annoying when you're on a mission and you're fighting and stuff and you get kicked out. And but I did some good fighting today. I was in this area of deep space, and it was a conflict zone, which means that it's a place where you'll get two different political parties will have their own fleet of spacecraft, and they'll end up having a big space battle, and you have to pick a side. And I picked I was in this area of space, and my ship got knocked out of the way because this massive capital ship, which is kind of like, you know, the Star Destroyers off Star Wars, you know how long, massive ship it was. I got knocked out of the way by it as it came out of warp, you know, like the frame shift drive, which is, you know, their version of warp. And I was like buffeted out of the way by this massive, like, it was like an aircraft carrier. It was massive, huge thing. And then all these ships start attacking it, and I picked the side of the massive spacecraft because I didn't want to get him upset, because he's got a lot of weapons. And yeah, so I picked the side of him, and we all fought together against the common enemy, which were the sort of, I think they were called the traditional party or the conservatives or something. But I find it quite easy to pick which side to be on, because it's like, if they're conservatives or I sort of go against the right wing parties, because that's easy to remember, because that's me in real life. You know, like I'll sort of like yeah, and you know, like, imagine all these little Donald Trump Brexit types flying these spacecraft about, and I'm like, you're gonna get blown up, my friend. So yeah, that's been quite easy, quite an easy way to remember. So when you kill these bad guys, because you've picked a side, you get like a mercenary award called a combat bond. It's like a bounty, but you know you get paid to kill the bad guys. So that's a lot of fun. Anyway, I don't know how long I've got before I get a job, so I'm going to quickly tell you about. I promised to tell you about Heart in a Coffee Cup, which is a song which I'm working on. And the story of the song was, I was in Frankie and Benny's a few months back having a breakfast, and there was this young girl there. She must have been about 24, maybe something like that, you know. And she was, you know, serving me breakfast and bringing me coffee and stuff. And the first cup of coffee that she brought, it had like a shape drawn in the foam, you know, like they do in coffee shops, but it looked like, I don't know, a man's bits. I was like, that's a bit strange. So I looked at it strangely for a second, and then sort of drank the coffee, and the coffee was good. A bit hot. The Frankie and Benny's coffee is very hot for some reason, a bit too hot. And anyway, so I drank it, had my breakfast, and asked for another coffee because it was a refillable one. And this coffee, the next coffee that came along, in the foam was drawn a perfectly formed heart drawn in the foam, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And she said, this one's better. And I said, what do you mean? It says, well, I fancied practicing drawing shapes in the coffee foam, you know, like they're doing proper coffee shops, you know, like Starbucks and Costa Coffee and stuff. And you look like the sort of bloke that wouldn't mind me practicing in your drink. So I'm like, no, I didn't mind at all. And you know, because I'm quite a relaxed sort of person. God, I've got a job. What does this mean? I have to disappear in a sec. Hang on a sec. Right, anyway. So, picking someone up at the Hurley Flyer. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll tell you the rest of the story while I go to the job. So apologies if it's going to go a bit dark for a sec, but it's a bit naughty to drive with the light on. Is that better? Can you see me all right? Let's try that one. That one, so it's not too bad. The police are actually pulling cars at Hurley Flyer for drink driving, you know, doing drink drive spot checks. So I'll disappear in a sec. So yeah, so she drew this perfectly formed heart in my coffee cup, and apologies for not looking at you, but I'm driving now. It was perfectly, yeah, it was lovely, and it was like, in my head, I was trying to imagine, because I was feeling quite low at the time, feeling like I didn't think of myself as somebody that somebody would want to send a message to, you know, like she liked me or something. I mean, she's 24. I'm pretty sure she'd have a boyfriend and stuff, and you know, she wouldn't be interested in me because I'm like twice her age. So, but you know, there was part of me that was sort of like, oh, just imagine if somebody was like, they saw me in that way, that I was like, you know, attractive to somebody, and that, you know, they'd like me because of my, you know, because I'm a nice person, or you know, whatever. So yeah, it was kind of like, I wasn't perving after this girl or anything, but it was like, I saw this picture in the heart in the coffee cup, and I knew why she did it, because she told me, but it was like I was allowing myself to sort of not fantasize is perhaps the wrong word, but sort of suppose that in a different world that somebody would like me like that, and they would want to give me a message by drawing a heart in a coffee cup. So it's the melody's already there. I've been working on it so long that when I see my kids, Harrison and Elsie, the melody comes in two parts, and I'll go la 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 la, and the kids go la 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 la. It's beautiful, you know. It's like that's the melody, and I'm working on it, like I say. So hey, oh, we're at the Hurley Flyer now, and the copper's gonna stop me. No, he's not. He's just you're having a little copper checkpoint, and I'm trying not to look as if I'm. Is filming yourself while you're driving? Is that using a mobile phone? Who knows? Anyway, so yeah, that's the story of Heart in a Coffee Cup. So now it's 8:55. I've given you a little update, which has lasted just under 9 minutes long. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, but I'm going to hopefully do a let's play, because I'm getting pretty good at kicking ass in deep space now, so I want to show you my skills. Alright, thank you, signing off. Love you guys. See you in a bit.